Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 in the sequel titled Myths of Sickle Cell Disease. As we all know, this is part of the series titled Diary of a Sickle Cell Warrior.
This is my journey, this is my fight. This for the warriors, shining bright. Diary of a sickle cell warrior, with Sarah Ezekiel.
So today we're going to be talking about myth 4. And basically myth 4 is that a lot of people out there believe or they think that sickle cell pain or sickle cell crisis is majorly or only caused by the cold weather. Now, I'm here to debunk this myth, as you guys all know. Yes, cold weather is one of the factors that can trigger crisis, and that is why a lot of people are advising their sickle cell warriors who are their friends in their lives to always take a sweater whenever they're going out. Now, if you ask me, I would say generally, regardless of the weather, whenever you're going out, always take a sweater. Or you know what? Have a sweater in your car, because the weather outside might be so hot, but the weather inside where you're heading to might be extremely cold. Now, going back to the myth, like I mentioned earlier on, it is not the only factor that can trigger crisis or pain. There's several other factors like dehydration, like infection, like stress. Now let's talk about these other factors. The same way cold can trigger pain or crisis is the same way these other factors can trigger pain or crisis. Hence the reason why you hear things like don't stress yourself too much, or always drink water, take water whenever you're going out, and things like that. Because it is important as sickle cell warriors to always stay hydrated and for us to not stress ourselves so much, because it can trigger the crisis and trigger the pain. Now this will be the end of this episode, and I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that cold is not the only factor that can trigger crisis or trigger pain in the life of a sickle cell warrior. Until I see you next time on episode 5 of the Myths of Sickle Cell Disease. Bye!